Alright, hi everyone. So here's the first video. This topic is covering solving rational equations. And now, simply put, rational equations are just equations that have equal letters or variables in the denominator. Okay. Now, there are two types of rational equations we're going to solve. The first is all about cross multiplication. So as we look in this example, there's no addition between fractions. There's no third fraction. There's nothing. It's just two fractions that equal to each other. Okay, so how we're going to solve this is by cross multiplying. So when I do that, I have 5 times x plus 4. And now I'm going to have equals, and then I'll show you the other side. Okay, and then when I multiply these two, x times 7 is 7x. So you can kind of see the cross multiplying piece. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to solve that new red equation. All right, so we're going to distribute. So I get 5x plus 20 equals 7x. And now I'm going to get it equal to 0. So I'm going to move the 7x to this side. Okay, now I get negative 2x plus 20 equals 0. And I'll subtract the 20 over to get negative 20, and then I'll divide by negative 2, and so my answer is positive 10. Now, something new is we have these things called extraneous solutions or extraneous answers. Okay, so all that means is at the beginning of this problem, we should look at the bottom of our fractions, the denominator, and say, what x's can't we have? We can't have 0 because it would make undefined. And we also can't have negative 4 because that would cause that part to be undefined. Okay, but since 10 is not either 0 or negative 4, we're in good shape, and that's our answer. Okay, so that's the first example. Let me scroll down. I'm going to do the harder of the examples because it involves a little factoring. This will be example F on the note sheet today. So we're going to take a look. Okay, so when I cross multiply, right, these two right here, so x plus 3 times x plus 7, I'm just going to write that side by side so I can kind of neatly read it. X plus 3 times x plus 7. And now I'll do this side. Oh, and I forgot to say, we're going to change that 25 to a 15 just to make it work. So 15 times x plus 1. So I apologize about that error. Okay. Now, so what we're going to do is now we're going to solve this new red equation. We're going to FOIL or double distribute or whatever word you want to use. Okay. So x times x is x squared, then 7x, then another 3x, and then 21 is equal to, and I'll distribute this to be 15x plus 15. So combine like terms, x squared plus 10x plus 21 equals 15x plus 15. And now the reason why I suggest you get it equal to 0 is on problems we're going to factor like this, you have to get it equal to 0. So I'll subtract the 15x from both sides. I'm going to also subtract the 15 from both sides at the same time. So 10 minus 15 is negative 5x. 21 minus 15 is a positive 6. So now I have it equal to 0. Now I can use the zero product property and factor it. And so the two numbers that add and multiply would be negative 3 and negative 2 equal to 0. So split each part, and I'd solve it, and I'd go x equals 3 and x equals 2. Now let's check our answers to see if any of them are extraneous. If I look at the bottoms here and here, if I put 3 in, 3 plus 1, that's not 0, so I'm good there. 3 plus 7 is 10, so it's not 0, I'm good there. Or better yet, I can't have negative 1 and I can't have negative 7. And since neither of my two answers are negative 1 or negative 7, these two answers are legit and perfectly fine answers. Okay, so the first type, cross multiply.